Hi there, my name's Mike Manson and I'm a sales representative at Simon Lucas Mitsubishi on the North Shore. Today I'm going to be talking about the Mitsubishi Triton two-wheel drive GLXR manual 6-speed 2.4 turbo diesel, and wow, are you going to get bang for your buck on this ute. The price is $26,078 plus GST plus your delivery costs. So that adds up to $29,990 plus delivery costs. I'm going to be focusing a little bit on the exterior of the Triton, the interior and its comforts, and we're also going to be doing a test drive, both rural and a little bit of urban driving. I really want to focus on the ute market because that is a very fast growing market here in New Zealand. Utes have always been seen as commercial vehicles, and they still are. But you'll be amazed at how many private individuals or families are buying into the ute market, and especially the Triton, because number one, they're seen as a good all-rounder. You know, if you're towing a horse float, got three ton towing capabilities. So if you're towing a horse float, if you're towing a boat, a caravan, you just want that trip down to the beach, or you just want to explore this beautiful country of New Zealand, I'll tell you something, you cannot go wrong. The other nice thing with a ute is that it's basically a blank canvas. Everybody's styling is different when it comes to utes, and they put their own personality into it. So there's always a really big array of aftermarket accessories that you can purchase for the Mitsubishi Triton. So what I'm going to be focusing on now is just the exterior of the Triton. Right, so before I talk about the Mitsubishi Triton in more detail, I just want to explain to you that this truck comes with the best warranty in the marketplace, which is Mitsubishi's 5-year Diamond Advantage warranty. That is a 10-year, 160,000 kilometer powertrain warranty, a 5-year, 130,000 kilometer new car warranty, and also 5-year, 130,000 kilometer roadside assist. The other fantastic thing is that your service intervals now are like a regular vehicle. It's every 15,000 kilometers or a year, whatever comes first. And the beauty about filming out here is we've got all the birds chirping in the background. So let's just talk a little bit about what comes stock standard on this two-wheel drive Mitsubishi Triton GLXR manual. Firstly, we've got running boards, stock standard. We've got 17-inch alloys. Stock standard are the wheel arch flares on the back and also the front of the truck. And we've also got these beautiful chrome side mirrors, which are nice and big and help with visibility. Right, so let's just talk about the design on the front of the Mitsubishi Triton two-wheel drive GLXR. Firstly, the bonnet here, as we can see, we've got these nice little raised lines on the sides as well as the center. And what that does is when you're sitting inside the vehicle, you've actually got really good vision of where the bonnet starts and kind of where it finishes. The other thing is we've got a really nice gunmetal chrome looking grille over here with a Mitsubishi logo, which is very prominent. We got honeycomb mesh at the bottom here, and then these over here are on all the time when the vehicle started. That's almost like your daytime running lights. They are on all the time. Your indicators on the top here, so very visible with fantastic headlights. Right, let's just talk a little bit about the rear end of the Mitsubishi Triton. Firstly, we've got a really nice sized tray here, which is extremely practical. I'll just show you here, we've got a really nice chrome handle over here, and your tailgate drops down and is extremely strong. The other lovely thing is, if you look at the tray in the back here, I mean, this is a really decent sized tray. The other nice thing is if you're moving house, loading up bicycles, motocross bikes, you just don't want stuff flying around the back. The beauty is we've got 2 tie points on the left and the right hand side at the back here. We've got 2 in the middle, and we've also got 2 in the front. The beauty is, and I strongly advise that you always put a liner inside the tray here, is that these will be protruding out once your liner is inside the vehicle. So honestly, if you're looking at moving something, you can't go wrong with the size of this tray. The other nice thing they've done here is if you actually look at the rear bumper, okay, it's got lovely plastic inserts here, extremely sturdy, and they've done a really, really nice finish with this. We've got our Triton logo situated over here with the emblem, and of course, here's our backing camera, which is well protected here just against all weather conditions. The other thing I really like about the Mitsubishi Triton is where we've got our rear lights positioned. They're sitting up quite nice and high, which is always going to make the vehicle very visible for traffic coming from the rear. Right, what I want to do now is focus on the interior of the Mitsubishi Triton. And this is really important. Where Mitsubishi has been unbelievable with the Triton is the design and the layout of the interior cab. Passenger comfort in the rear is extremely important. So if you have a look at the Triton here, right, we've got a slight curve. And what that actually allows, it allows the bench part of the seat to be slightly forward, but it means that the rear of the seat is slightly angled. Now, most utes in the marketplace today, when it comes to passengers, and believe you me, I've sat in a lot of utes, and we've traded a lot of other models for the Triton. The rear is actually sitting up at 90 degrees with the shape of the vehicle. Now for passengers, not that comfortable. Sit in the Triton, you won't want to get out. The other nice thing here, they've really thought about this, is that you've got an armrest or can be cup holders. The other great thing it does, besides giving you a really nice angle at the back when it comes to seating, but because of this design, have a look here. If I pull the seat forward, we've actually got a lovely space at the bottom here. So if you've got an iPad or a laptop that you want to keep safe in the vehicle, you always take it at the back there and you can actually close this up. The other nice thing is they've really thought about the placement of the jack and your wheel spanner and your bar, which will lower the spare at the back of the vehicle. So really well done to Mitsubishi on the design of the cab in the Mitsubishi Triton. The other thing is, you know, high grade cloth seats that are very, very comfortable. And if you've got the little kiddies in the back, well, we got all the ISOFIX points over here as well. So you cannot go wrong with a Mitsubishi Triton. The nice thing with the Triton, as mentioned earlier on, I mean, it's really made for all shapes and sizes, no matter how tall or no matter how short you are. So just by having the running boards, I can actually step in nicely. And I've also got these nice grip handles, which on the passenger and the driver's side, which means I can just ease myself in. Yep, that's comfortable. If I close the door, I'll tell you what, I mean, this is unbelievably comfortable. I feel like the seat's just tucking me into place. The other nice thing is, for a ute, telescopic steering. So I can actually bring the steering wheel in, out, up and down, and really get to a good driving position. It's also 5-star NCAP safety rated. So this vehicle's got your front airbags, side airbags, curtain airbags, and the driver has also got a knee airbag here. So 5-star NCAP safety rated. Once again, we've got the side impact bars and we've got the crumple zone points, which are designed to absorb shock if you're ever in a car accident. The other good thing that the Mitsubishi Triton offers, and we're really catering to the bigger demographic now, is if you're a contractor, communication is key. You know, whether you're trying to get to a site or you're trying to find supplies. Whether you're a family man, a businessman, or just enjoy good music. The fantastic thing with this SDA system here, it's the Apple Carplay system, which works on either an Apple or an iPhone or an Android. And with the Android, you just need to download the Android Auto app. So I'll show you here. We've got 2 USB ports in the Triton and an HDMI cable and another charge on the right here. So they've really thought about this. All I've done here is I've taken my iPhone and I've put my cable in. And what happens is you get a little Apple CarPlay symbol up here. If I touch that, there's the screen of my phone. So just to give an idea, if you know that you're going to be doing a job in Auckland today, you might be in waterproofing, who knows? But you're not sure what the weather's doing. Watch this. What's the weather like in Auckland today?
It's currently cloudy and 17 degrees in Auckland. Expect mostly clear skies starting in the afternoon. Temperatures are heading down from 17 degrees this afternoon to 12 tonight.
Fantastic. What if you're in an area and you are needing to buy, or the kids are hungry, right? You pick them up from school or the sports, you can go McDonald's.
1.
If you have a look over here, there's my search results. It's given me every one of the McDonald's in this area. So let's say, for example, I want to go to McDonald's Bentley Avenue, Glenfield. I tap that, there's my maps, and I push go. The other nice thing is if I push the little button there, it just takes me back to my main screen all the time. And obviously off this is my phone, which is there. I don't want to voice activate, but I can actually use this as a dialing pad. There's all my contacts, and I can do an alphabetical search. So if I want my M's, I attach M, and there they all are. It's all voice activation. There's also my recent calls. My calls going in and my calls going out. But in this particular case, I need to send my daughter a message. So I'll just show you quickly. Send Cara Manson a message.
What do you want to say?
I love you and I hope you're having a wonderful day in Nelson. Love, Dad.
Your message to Cara Manson says I love you and I hope you're having a wonderful day in Nelson. Love, Dad. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay, it's sent.
How's that? Quick and easy. If I put the truck into reverse, I've got a really nice backing camera. So can you imagine if you've got a tow ball on there? I mean, you can see exactly where your tow ball is. And if you're backing up to put that boat on and just go out for a nice family day, it can be done with absolute ease. The other nice thing is this layout here. It's very simple, but that over there would be the air conditioning. That's just your temperature control from cold to warm. There's your different settings. That's to demist the rear window, and this is obviously where you want everything appointed. We can also circulate the air within the car, or we can bring the outside air in. Another great feature besides the airbags, but if you look at this little diagram here, if you have got kids in the back and they've got their seat belts in, because it works on weight, if one of the kids take their seat belts off, that'll glow red, and straight away you'll know that they've deactivated their seat belt. So just make sure that they always snug and seat belts on. The other nice thing I'm noticing over here is my aircon vents are actually in really good points within the motor car. And on the drive, I'll tell you what I'm experiencing with the air conditioning. The other nice thing is just the simple layout of the steering wheel. So we've got our airbag, we've got our Mitsubishi logo, but that's our voice activation for that system. That's to answer a call, that's to hang up. And then the other nice thing is a manual 6-speed, right? But with cruise control. So can you imagine, you're on the motorway, you're in 6th gear, I can use cruise control. And the other nice thing is, if you're renowned for getting fines, there's a little speedometer set one over here. And on the test drive, I'm going to show you exactly how that works, because we're going to govern the vehicle. Small things, your lighting is all at the top here, and you've even got a place for your sunglasses. So on the right hand side here, we've got our cruise control button. All I do is I activate that, and you'll see a nice little green logo there, okay? And what that's going to do is, once you're on the motorway and you get to the speed that you want, so let's say 100 kilometers per hour, you're just going to tap it down to set, take your foot off the clutch and the accelerator, and off you go. And you can actually also accelerate and deaccelerate from this. How you deactivate it is obviously by hitting the brake, pushing cancel, or pushing that button again. This one here is slightly different. If I tap that down, I've got a limit off here. So if you are renowned for getting fines, what I can do is tap it down. You've got to be going 30 k's per hour, but let's say I'm in a built up area. I can now program this to 50 kilometers per hour. All that means that if I'm accelerating, I try and go over 50 kilometers per hour, the vehicle won't allow me to. But what if there's an emergency? You can override it, but you just got to really get your foot down quick and hard down to the floor, and it'll override that straight away. But what are you going to do? You're going to be saving money on fines. Right, we're going to be going on a little bit of a drive now, but I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than driving a ute that has got really good maneuverability. One thing I love about the Triton is, number one, the backing camera, which helps a lot. Number two has got to be the lock on this vehicle when it comes to turning. I mean, I'll do a quick demonstration for you in this car park here. Have a look at this, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come to the left. Remember, wear your seat belts, yeah? I'm going to lock the car to the right. Look at this, two fingers on the steering wheel. And I'm coming in for a turn. That is exceptional. The nice thing here, if I try and start the vehicle without my foot on the clutch, she's not going to start. My foot needs to be on the clutch and then it'll take. And that's just a good safety precaution. What I want to do is just get my side mirror set into place here. So all done electronically on my side. So there we go. Yep. And the one thing I'm noticing here is all these side mirrors are really nice and big. And it makes me feel really comfortable already. The other thing is just my rear view looking at the back of the ute is also really good. And the other nice thing is big side windows over here, and I think it does make a big difference. But hell, this cab feels really spacious. I just want to bring my steering wheel in. Yeah, there we go. Right, so let's go. So as mentioned earlier on, this vehicle is a 2.4 turbo diesel 6-speed box. Fuel efficiency 7.1 liters to 100 kilometers, and I think the big difference is that's where the 6-speed comes into it. The other thing is, for a diesel, it's really quiet. Maneuverability, we'll go out here to the left. One thing I love about utes is they are a lot of fun to drive. They're really nice to drive. And I'm sitting up on the really high up here, and I'm feeling like the king of the road at the moment. But feel that. Lovely pull, very easy through the gears. Lovely lady, wave hello. Hello, thank you. Right, we're coming through here. Very narrow roads, but I actually feel very comfortable and at ease driving this vehicle. It doesn't feel big. I mean, it is a big ute, but it doesn't feel big. And I'll tell you what, it seems to be driving like a normal car, which I like, but a very peppy car. I want to do a little demo for you on the motorway. See, this is the awesome thing when you come to things like roundabouts, is because we're in a situation over here where everything's visible to me all around. I'll tell you what I love. I'm sitting up nice and high over here. I mean, look at this roundabout here. Everything's overgrown. But I can see over to the other side nice and clearly. My side mirrors are coming into play. And yep, let's go. I love this box. The 6-speed box is absolutely amazing. Nice and light on the clutch. I mean, that's 4th, moving into 5th. Let's make sure it's all nice and clear on the right hand side, and we can move over. I mean, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but my vision from my side mirrors is absolutely incredible. Nice and big, and I feel safe, feel comfortable. Now I'm going to pop it into 6. Right, so at 6, and I'll take it up to 100k an hour, and I'm doing just over 1,500 RPM. So that's where this fuel efficiency comes into 7.1 liters to 100 Ks. But what I love about this manual, activate the button like I showed you earlier on, cruise control, tap it down, and we are set. Now we're just cruising. Look at this. My foot's off, but I can actually accelerate by pushing up. And there we go. Just easy, coasting it, nice and easy. Now remember earlier on I was telling you about the little speedometer set. So have a look at this. If I push the speedometer set here, and I'll make it 100. Now I'm driving normally again. But now watch what happens here on the speedo, right? I start accelerating slowly. I've set it to 100 kilometers an hour. Now it's just governed. Can you feel? It's not accelerating over 100 kilometers per hour. That way I know I won't be getting fines. The other thing I'm noticing is how good and direct the steering is on the motorway. There's not much play on the steering wheel. It feels really, really easy. I like the size of the steering wheel, just got a really nice grip to it. Right, we've come off the motorway and I'm taking this route towards Whenuapai Air Force Base because right at this point here it becomes a bit more coarse, yeah. But I tell you something, the suspension feels really good. There is not much road noise coming through at all from the tar through to the vehicle. And the other nice thing, the Triton feels really well balanced. For example, and we're coming up to a bend over here, but it just feels like I'm in total control of the vehicle. I think a lot's got to do with the steering as well. So I'm coming in very, very punchy, as you can feel there on the acceleration. And that's just coasting at fourth. And obviously it definitely behaves like a conventional vehicle. You'd never ever say you're driving a ute. And I think that's what really appeals to the market, that and the comfort levels. Right, thank you so much. I really enjoyed that drive in the Mitsubishi Triton two-wheel drive GLXR manual. It's an incredible car. I really, really, really recommend that you come down to Simon Lucas Mitsubishi Motors on the North Shore. We've got a fantastic sales team here, and we will definitely be able to put you out for a test drive. We do trade assessments as well, so bring your trade vehicles in. We can assess them while you're out on a drive. As mentioned, it's two-wheel drive and it's a lot of bang for your buck. $26,078 plus GST plus delivery costs, and we also do the auto version for $2,000 more. Thank you so much, and please come on down to Simon Lucas Motors on the North Shore.